I think that most of our listeners are going to know Monte Judah as the real dude who is giving up on the book of Hebrews and really influencing people to give up on the book of Hebrews. Okay. So Monte Judah came out in his September-October 2005 newsletter saying that the book of Hebrews should not be in our Bibles, and that, quote, I personally believe that the greater number of churchmen have been misled by something put into the New Testament. That is the book of Hebrews, end quote. Why would we follow Monte Judah anyway? From Monte Judah's, now check this out. I did some searching and I found some very interesting things. And I remember when this was going on. Okay, this happened in like, I don't know, 93, 94, something like that. Maybe even later than that, 96, 97. So 96. From Monte Judah's February 1996 newsletter, he writes, okay, now, once again, I can feel that we're going to get flack for this, but all I'm doing is reading his newsletter, okay? This is out of his newsletter. This is out of Monte Judah's newsletter. So the question, this comes down to, it's not even education, but is Monte Judah qualified to talk about the book of Hebrews and whether or not it should be in our Bibles or not, okay? This is from his 1996 newsletter. He writes, quote, after the Lord instructed me to do so, I declared that the Middle East Peace Accord of 1993 started the 70th week of Israel. Therefore, I am warning others to look for specific events to occur in 1996 and 1997, consistent with the timeline and the center event of the 7-year period, the abomination of desolation. To that end, I am preparing and warning others that the great tribulation spoken of by Daniel and Yeshua will begin February-March of 1997. These dates were set by God when he started the 70th week. If what I say does not happen, then brand me as a false prophet. Listen to me no more, and heap the ridicule on to prevent others from making the same mistake. But I would remind you, in accordance with the scripture, not to despise a prophetic utterance until it has been proven false. I call for the testing of all prophets. I have made my message and its measurement clear. If the altar is not stopped in February-March of 1997 in Jerusalem, then throw me on the trash heap. That's Monte Judah, end quote.
Wow. Was there a blood moon that year? Oh, my goodness.
Okay, so this right here, in terms of, is he qualified to even be teaching the Bible to other people?
We need to post that. Is that on the internet? Could people find that?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And I've posted links to it in our show notes.
And he actually acknowledged, I mean, that's...
Yes,
he doesn't dispute that he said those things.
No.
I mean, because he could just say, oh, I never said that.
No, when he came out, it was in his newsletters.
Okay, so this is documented.
After it didn't happen in February March of 97, after it didn't happen, he was thinking about kind of, like maybe I shouldn't be teaching anymore. Okay. And then he basically came out and said, the Lord wouldn't have started this ministry if he wanted me to stop it. The Lord started it. Some of the followers want me to, the people that support me still want me to keep going. So since God's continuing to support the ministry, that means that he wants it to be, so I should keep teaching. And a bunch of the people who follow him, and people who follow Michael Rood too, a lot of people don't realize that Michael Rood made false prophecies.
I was there for that one.
Yeah, I was there for that too.
I wasn't aware of Monte Judah at the time. I'd heard of him, but I didn't know what he was teaching. This is still early internet days when I lived in Spokane in the mid-late 90s. But Michael Rood he went on the circuit. He came around through Prophecy Club.
Yep.
And he made a couple rounds with nice video and music and all this kind of stuff. Nice costumes that he wore.
Yeah, he wore a cummerbund when I saw him in I think it was 98.
That guy knew how to dress the part.
No doubt.
He looked like a priest.
Anyway, so Monte Judah keeps going, and Grace on the chat room says he's still actively speaking against the book of Hebrews, which I am aware of. So anyway, in terms of, a lot of people who still follow Monte Judah, and Michael Rood for that matter, say, oh, well, he repented of it. But this confuses me. If you are following Monte Judah, or if you're following Michael Rood, can you please show me anywhere in Scripture where it says, if a false prophet falsely prophesies and he repents, accept him back and let him keep teaching? Is there any place in the Bible that it says that? I'm sorry, I just don't think there is. And so it baffles, what are we supposed to do with false prophets? You're not supposed to listen to them. And you're not supposed to fear them.